Hey everybody, this is Anjanette from AJ's Personal. How you guys doing? Hope you're doing great. I was feeling great earlier today and I meant to get on here to do this video. I taped a video last night that was almost an hour long and all I did was talk about nothing. I got rid of it because I didn't even mention, sorry, didn't even mention my main reason for coming on to talk with you guys until at the very end. And anybody who wouldn't want to just listen to me go on about anything and everything would have already been gone. So I am back today for take two. So let's restart this. Hi, everybody. I'm Anjanette from AJ's Personal Touch. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome into anybody new. I am so happy to be here with you guys today. It's been kind of rough the last couple weeks. It could have been worse than how things have been. I could have had more than one infection. Um, my wound is now over halfway healed, so that is good. Or my incision. Some people don't like when I call it wound, but it feels like a wound, so I know it's an incision. I was doing fantastic earlier, like I said, and all of a sudden, I felt like crud. My daughter and her husband came over to visit for an hour today. His birthday was last weekend, so it was our time to get to say happy birthday to him and just give him a little something. And yeah, it was really nice. I've missed seeing my daughter, and I've missed seeing Timon and her husband too. So I always enjoy family time. I still have not gotten much sleep at all the last couple nights. Actually, it's been going on now for a week and a couple days. So I'm really hoping to get on track soon. And that's part of what my problem was. I sat down to crochet because, yes, I'm actually crocheting now. And my stomach started to gurgle. And I just fell asleep. And the next thing I knew, it was like half an hour to 45 minutes. So I guess my body needed that. But now I'm feeling tired. And before I was feeling energized. So I hate when that happens. The reason I came on today is to talk about the cow, for one thing, and to show you my whips. To show you, yeah, I am working. And I was feeling good enough that I actually started crocheting while my daughter was here to work on something. And it turns out this next block that I'm making for her blanket is really pretty easy. And I should have it done tonight. I have 2 rows left to do, and is it? And honestly, I would have had it done by now. One, if I hadn't fallen asleep, and two, if I wouldn't have made one mistake and I had to go back and restart. But I guess while we were talking, I skipped a little bit in the directions, and that was like a oops. But I will show you my whips, and then I will talk about the cow. Since I've talked about the cow so much, I mean, it's not like I have anything really new to say. I just have some affirmative things to say. This is the next block I'm working on. Oh, let me take that out. I thought I would need a here we go, a stitch marker, but it's one of those that you connect it at every round, so you always know where your first stitch is because you always have to connect it in the same spot. So there it is. This one is utilizing the X stitch right there. So I'm really liking it. And I think the designer on this one, because This is like, I can't remember if it's 4 designers. Oh, I think it's 7 designers because I think everybody designs 2 blocks. I have the name. Oh no, I don't have the definitive name of who this is, but I believe this is Divine Debris. Oh, and I know it's Divine Debris because here, Divine Debris. Yeah. So she always tends to make some really pretty yet easy type things, so it doesn't surprise me that this block is so easy. I couldn't believe that I got through those first couple rounds as quickly as I did. So more to go as soon as I get off of here as this is uploading. Um, so there's the block. Let me show you my shawl. I have been working on my shawl. Now I'm not going to remember the name of it. Whoops. See if I have it written down in the notebook. I cannot believe I forgot the name of it. It's a shawl that a lot of people, not I shouldn't say everybody because, but a lot of people have done. The designer is Spring, and she has the tutorial on her page. And I know as I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, my friend her and I started making this together, she's sitting there screaming at me what the name of this is. Well, maybe not screaming, but yes, Turbulent Skies. I kept on wanting to say her storm shawl. Turbulent Skies shawlette. That's what this is. I had to stop because I had other things to do. When my friend and I were working on it, she finished hers. As you see, I've not gotten mine done, but I'm trying to get it done now because I really want to wear it next Saturday. So I've been trying to get a row done a day, but I did not get one done yesterday. So that means tonight I have to do at least a row and a half or 2. Mine has not turned out as big as I wanted it to because I thought I was working with a straight DK, but it's a DK light. But the yarn is so gorgeous. And it's not really a shawl that's easy to repeat a section. Although, with that said, I have seen somebody who wanted theirs longer and repeated a certain section, and it was right before you start the pineapples. And that was one of the reasons why her and I didn't finish it together because I thought I was going to do that. I was going to repeat that section and then I was going to start the pineapples. But then I was just like, no, I decided to just do it the way that she does it, and hopefully it's big enough for me. If it's not, then I guess I'm going to have to give it to somebody. But with my weight loss in that, I might do a lot better. And I'm talking about the fact of my hard work on weight loss before I had my skin removal surgery. I'm not talking about the weight that I lost from that. That is down in my stomach area and not up here. So, just to clarify, because I know some people are like, well, you didn't really lose that, it was cut off. Yeah. Nobody on here. So, and this, again, for those who haven't seen before, I'm using Hirschner's Pastry Panache. I don't know if this is still available. I know when I started the shawl, I think it still was, but I had bought it like I've had it in the back room for at least a year. Bought it to make a top, but then realized I didn't realize how much yardage is in here, and I think I have like 6 more, so I figure I should still be able to make a top. I know I thought this was going to take 6. I think it's only taken 2 so far. I'm getting ready to finish the second. So yeah, it's only gonna take 2 and part of a third. So yeah, that made me really happy because this is a cotton. Well, let me tell you the specs. It's 95% cotton, 5% nylon, and it's 3.5 ounces, so 100 grams, 344 yards, and which is 315 meters. Machine wash and made in China. And the reason why it's not as big as I would like it to is because it's a 3 light, and it says light underneath it, but I did not see that at first. Um, yeah, my friends came out really nice and big, like I had wanted it to, but then I got to thinking, you know what? I'm going to make myself numerous shawls. So sometimes you just want something just to cover your shoulders, something that's not so big and bulky and that goes all the way down to your butt, you know. So I'm going to make a nice big luxurious goes down to my butt shawl. And considering this is a shawlette, that Brie made it to be a shawlette and not a shawl, I mean, yeah, I started knowing. But now let's move on to the cowl before I end up putting it all the way to the end. We are starting this week. Whether I feel good or not, I need to. Um, I know I need to sit back and listen to my body, and my doctor has told me that, and I do. If my body tells me I need to rest, then I rest. The thing is I'm getting to that point in recovery where I feel I need to push myself a little bit. So, and I think maybe I'll be able to start sleeping better at night if I push myself to do certain things. So, one of the things I pushed myself to do was I got the 2 prizes that have been sitting in my back room that have needed to be boxed and bagged to go out. Have been, the one has been bagged, the other has been boxed, and they are ready to go. All we have to do is drop them off at the post office tomorrow. Labels are already on them because I used pirate ship. So done, ready to go. No more having to email the person who won my second anniversary way back in May that, I'm sorry, I'm not doing well. Or when my husband lost it and I couldn't find it, and it took me a month to find it, and then that was literally like the day or 2 before surgery. So, yeah, it's just been a roller coaster here. And for those of you who have been watching me, you kind of know that. I mean, I don't, well, no, I do pretty much tell you almost everything. There are some little things I don't tell you, but I do pretty much tell you everything. Um, there's also going to be a big change here, and I can't remember if I've talked about this before on a video. I know I did last night, but you're not seeing that one. You're seeing this one. So, I figure I better let you guys know. Things are going to be changing around here a little bit because my husband is going to working days. So, for those of you who have been with me from the beginning, my husband was working nights, which was 3rd shift. Then he went to 2nd shift, um, which is day into night. And now he's going to be working what they consider days, but morning to days. So, first shift. It's going to be different, and it's going to be a learning curve in this household for him and I. I'm not going to have all the alone time that I'm used to having, which in a way is nice. Him and I have been watching movies and, doing some things like that together again. But he hasn't changed his schedule yet, but we were just doing that since I had my surgery. Um, when he is home. But he does have his other job where he goes in the morning and works on pools too. So, but both of them are in the morning and usually while I'm sleeping because he won't get home until a couple hours from when I normally sleep to, especially when I can't sleep. So it's going to be a big learning curve. And that means he's going to be here during the times of the cow after the end of the year, the end of this month. So I'm going to apologize now in advance for any noise he may cause in the background. Because one thing that I have learned, and a lot of my friends have learned when they're listening and when I talk to them virtually, one-on-one, is something that sounds like a small sound to you may sound like it's booming in the video. But then again, something that sounds like it's booming to you or so loud and oh my goodness, everybody's going to hear that. Nobody picks up on. So I don't know what to expect. The Cal is during dinner time and I have just noticed how loud it sounds in here while he's making dinner. But I don't know if it comes through to you guys. So just want to let you guys know you're going to be seeing him a lot more. You're going to, see shadows and stuff, somebody walking across. So for you not to be surprised that he's going to be around here. So I'm really kind of excited about it. But then part of me, I've been really excited about it since he told me. Literally excited. And all of a sudden the other day I was like, oh, that means I'm not going to have any free time anymore. But, he's trying to set up and get ready for retirement. So, yeah, I get to spend more time with my hubby. And I get to get out of the house more. So that's a plus. Even already, we're going to my nephew's wedding this coming Saturday. And then the next Saturday is my class reunion. And he had taken that off to be able to go. And he's like, we're going to get to do more on the weekends. So, because he works on the weekends, but his time changed then for the weekends. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to do some more family events. The only thing is, and I'm not sure how we're going to be able to work around a lot of this, is that for holidays and stuff, my family does events like midday, like that start 1 to 2 and then go on till whenever. So normally we would go and eat, spend an hour's worth of time, and then have to come home because he had to go to work. Well, now he won't be around when it starts. So we're going to have to go to things late and hope that, some of the people we want to see are still there. Yeah, it's going to be a learning curve. Learning curve for my whole family, it sounds like. If they want to change some things, like when we get together for Christmas and things like that. Anyway, that's our stuff that we're dealing with. I just wanted to let you guys know there's going to be a change around here. So, trying to remember. I'll show it to you guys again. I think I showed it to you before. But if not, one more thing that I've been working on is the moose. And I finished, well, it's not finished because I got to sew in these ends. Antler. And I have to do one more of these. And honestly, I think the hardest part, and it's not that this is that hard, the hardest part of the antler is putting the stuffing in here because all you have is this end piece right here to put it all in and then try to maneuver it up into the others. So that's what makes it, pretty hard. And it looks like, my sewing, I'm going to have to go down because I've got some big areas in here. And I know that I had tried to close it up some, like over on this side, but then I had a harder time putting the stuffing in. And it looks like, yeah, I'm going to pull that out there. That's one of the ends from the inside from when I had to reattach it. That was the other thing. You start and you have this area here that reminds me of a rainbow just because it goes up and down like that, like a taco. And then you add this area on here, and then you have to fasten off, and then do this area here, and then fasten off, and then do this area here, and fasten off, and then do actually the other way around. It's this one, this one, this one, and then this one. So I just keep thinking there's got to be an easier way to do that. But the woman who made this is like, I consider her like an amigurumi queen. So, and if I said made, I meant designed. She really knows what she's doing. So, just gotta sew it up and do the second one. And then once I get started on the body, I should be able to really start crocheting a lot faster and book it and get it done. Even though it's a larger amigurumi. So I've been working on that. I would be working on it a lot more right now if I wasn't working on the shawl, but like, no, I want to get the shawl done so I can wear it. Trying to go between the moose and the shawl. But like I said, I started working on that walk today because my daughter and her husband were sitting here, and it's just easier to work on something that's, it wasn't mindless because I had to read the pattern, but it was an easy pattern. So, alrighty, with that, I think I'm going to get going. What else did I want? I can't remember the name of it, so hold on a minute. Sorry about that. I'm going to be talking to Kaylin after I get off here. So probably as this is uploading, I had gotten a message. I don't know if it was from her or not, but we are going to be starting our lives again, and we were hoping to this month, but we'll see. I'm not going to promise. If we do, um, if we do, let me look at the real quick on the computer. It will be on the 18th, which is next Wednesday. But we will see because it's supposed to be at on my channel this time. And yeah, AJ's and K's Yarny Tales. I couldn't remember what we had changed the name to, even though I'm the one who thought of it. But um, I'm excited to get going again. I'm excited to start doing a live and talking with you guys live and all of that. I'm not sure how well my energy is. So I don't know if it'll be next Wednesday or if we skip to the Wednesday after that. I don't know. Kaylin and I have to talk and see, or if we just wait until November. If we wait, well, even if we don't wait till November, you guys know we pick a topic, we research what we can for it, and then we do try and show you some patterns that you can make and stuff. We don't make a new pattern every week to show you. You know, we may sometime make something to show you, depends on what we're doing, where we're both at with things and stuff. But we have been like trying to find the history of things and stuff, and we've just been really having a fun time with it. Hard to come up with topics sometimes. So, you know, we usually go with whatever holiday is that month, like everybody else does, but we don't, you know, want to be like everybody else either. So, if you have any ideas of what you would like to see, if there's something in crochet, because we are, I mean, Yarny friends, we're doing all things yarn, but honestly, neither of us knit. I only know a little bit about Tunisian right now, but I'm planning on learning to knit, but with everything I have backed up right now, you guys know I can't really start knitting in the middle of all this backlog. So once I get the most done, and once I get a couple things done, I had wanted to learn by the end of the year, but it may end up being a brand new year project for 2024. So but anyway, when it comes to something with yarn, especially with crochet, let us know something that you want to know about. Like really know about, where we have to look into it and try and find the history of it, or whatever we can find on the subject. Let us know what you're interested in. You know, like mid-November next month, would you like to know, like, I think almost everybody knows the Christmas story. But do you want us to dive into something about Christmas? Do you want um, know what kind of last minute gifts, or is there something else you really want to know about? And everybody else is talking about Christmas, so we can do something else that maybe you would like to hear about more. Um, yeah, give me your suggestions below. Doesn't mean, you know, we're going to be able to, you know, get to them or get to all of them, but we really want to know what you guys want. We want to put out there what you guys want to know, what you want to see. So, love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Remember, you're beautiful and you're gorgeous and you matter. You matter so much. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you don't, because you do. I will talk to you soon. Later.